feel like they might smell like fish. Aliens. Fash. Fash. Hello and welcome to Vogue and Amber, the podcast.
Amber and Vogue, Vogue and Amber, here we are doing a name.
I really have to consider not posting anything about Winston, because every time I post something about Winston, I get RIP, like he's not dead.
I'd have to say no, Vogue. When I saw him, when I came over.
No!
When I came over on Saturday, I thought I was about to start crying. I was like, guys, what the has happened to Winnie?
Winston! I am going to take him to the vet again just because I need a little update on his
I felt
meds.
bad for him when I got back on Saturday night, and I could hear him, his coughing he does. So I went out and he's a bloody weight, that dog. So I put him onto the bed and he slept with me on Saturday night.
Do you know how much I have to pay for tablets for Winston every month?
You've told us.
200 quid, yeah. So and Winston has a bed downstairs, he's a bed upstairs, he's a bed in my room.
He struggles getting up and down the stairs. I tell you what, it was some
what
bloody
can
weight.
I do? I've had him, he's 13.
Is he not 15?
No, he's 13, he's 14 in January.
God,
I
love the
know,
poor
I
fecker.
love Winnie so much.
And he's so deaf.
So like his mother.
Scared the shit out of me.
I said that.
His eyesight's not great. Like
when
his
you
aunt.
when you go over to Winnie, because like he can't hear you, he'll go over
He
and
gets
he's
a
just like,
fright.
he just scratches his nails. She's like, because he just gets it. I had to get the dog walker to go up because we're trying to like make Bertie very nice with other dogs. So we have a dog walker that comes once a week, to socialise the dogs, and
Bertie's not nice to other dogs.
no, he is. He just needs to. I just wanted him. This dog and him had a fight once. And after that, I was like, oh, maybe he needs to be socialised. And the dog walker was like, he's actually gets on really well with all the dogs. We never have a problem with him. But I just want to make sure that he just is hanging out with other dogs.
Well, he puts up with murder with Ottie.
I know, yeah. But Winston, the last time he got groomed, his poor groomer, who is so nice, Mac and Mabel's, by the way, if anyone wants to go, but she was poor when he collapsed when he was getting groomed, and she rang me bawling, crying. That's when she had to take him to the vet.
Oh, poor Winnie.
And so now she obviously doesn't want to groom him, so she'll come up to the house and like trim his nails so he feels more comfortable.
So he just doesn't. Is that like? I think he needs a groom because he's looking.
I'll give him a wash. I can't. I'm worried to like it's too much for him.
He looks like shite. He does. Okay. I was shocked when I saw him the other day. I'm not doing the bum things.
I don't do
the anal glands.
Winnie, I never had to do that. I don't know why Emma's squeezing her dog's arsehole.
Oh God!
I think she just likes to do that or something.
She's trying to save a few bob.
I do not squeeze either dog's anal glands. They're fine.
Apparently, the smell is unbelievably gross.
I couldn't. Oh my God, Winston shot the other day. Oh no, we're not even. Listen.
No, we can't.
Please.
Let's try and do one episode.
Let's
where we
just
don't
try
talk
to do
about
one episode. Yeah, that we don't talk about this.
I think
anyway,
that would be good.
Winnie's fine.
He just looks awful.
Amber's nearly 14. What's 14 by 7? Stupid asshole.
17, 98.
Well, how are you going to look when you're 98?
I don't know. Probably great.
God,
Small.
you're right. Well done. 14 by 7. He's 98 years old, that man, and you're just slagging him off like he's trash. Anyway,
he
he's
just
not
needs
dead.
a little tidy up. It's just like he needs to be groomed.
Okay, I'll shower him later, but like then he gets hair. He hates it. He doesn't smell. I'll trim his ears.
He does smell. I have to wash my hands after petting him.
Oh my God! How dare
That's
you?
because of my allergies as well. Okay.
How dare you? I was involved in a dog fight. I was in a dog fight. Didn't involve any of my dogs, obviously, angels. We were at the playground with the kids, and I actually went out to pet my friend's dog because he has a beagle, and I love beagles. So my dogs were tied up outside the playground, and his dog was beside them, and I was just petting the beagle. And then these two other dogs, one was like a Staffordshire Terrier, and one was like a little curly dog. And a woman had put her dog beside the Stafford Terrier, and the Stafford Terrier went for the other dog. And then they were fighting and no one was holding them together. So I grabbed the two dogs by the necks and just like pulled them apart until I could get the leads untangled. So I'm holding these two dogs going for each other. I was really shaken by it after because I got a bit of a fright. But like I didn't want them to bite each other. And then the woman whose dog had went for the other woman's dog was like, You're stupid. Why would you put that dog near my dog? You can see there's... And I was just like, listen... There's no point in calling anyone stupid here. No one's stupid. Stop screaming at her. I was like, this is ridiculous. Anyway, it turns out I knew the woman's sister. And I was just like, in fairness, like if your dog's gonna go for someone, they have to be, even if a dog, just because a dog gets placed beside your dog, doesn't give it a right to go for your dog. I think that like if your dog is generally kind of does that, if a dog goes near them, they should have a muzzle on them.
Yeah, I agree.
And you don't want a dog like, and I like, she was like, no, he's usually really nice. I was like, is he? I know. He was very chill when I got there, to be honest with you, but you have to be able to put dogs beside each other. You just have to.
I agree.
I don't take Bertie to the kids' school anymore because he just does that really annoying bark the whole time. I can't take him there. Anyway, that was part of my week. What was your week?
A dog fight. My week. Well,
a dog fight's very
you're
interesting.
Probably
what are you talking about? You mentioned kebabs last week.
I have it written here, kebabs. I don't know why I have kebabs written here. Well, I finally got myself a lovely new set of bras, which I'm delighted about. For bigger breasted women, it is a challenge to find decent bras.
I have heard about this.
So thank you, Dunae's Boutique. Well, I was showing them off to everyone because they're gorgeous and I'm delighted with myself.
How is it washed? Have you done the wash test?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, you've had that bra quite a while. You haven't washed it.
I don't know. I've only
smelly boobs hanging around.
I got 4 bras. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, can we talk about? We were talking about food. How good was that takeaway last night?
It was delicious.
We got a takeaway. Spenny insisted on getting it, and it's really expensive. And I was like, Spenny, this is the kind of place you go for a meal because it's so expensive. And he was like, no, let's treat ourselves. Amber's over. Let's treat ourselves. And our friend Lucy, who is super posh, put us onto it, but Spenny couldn't find it for ages because she goes, Connie, this gorgeous restaurant. And we were like, Connie, and we were Googling it, and it was Kahani, but because she's so posh, she was just like, Connie. So anyway, it's this Indian called Kahani, if anyone has never been there and you want to go on a special date night, or in Spencer's eyes, a special date night at home, but it is like I've saved the sauce. There's no meat left in any of the sauces, but I've saved the sauce.
I was pushing for Dishoom, but this was delicious. Only because
Christ, it was so good. Honestly, you couldn't deny it. It was worth the money, and I'm gonna have some sauce and rice later.
Oh, you're sick.
So I feel like I'm getting 2 dinners out of it. So actually, if you half the price,
saucy rice,
and I've got prawns arrived from the shopping today, so I'll throw them into.
So I'm off work. This is my last week off work. 2 weeks off work. So I went to get my shoulders fixed because I got lovely cracked. Haven't been cracked in so long. Delicious.
Talk about you spoke about your shoulders last week.
I don't think I did.
You did.
Well, they're still going well. I just need to carry on with my exercises. Then I had a little adventure day on Thursday, actually, and I went to Picasso's in Clontarf for something to eat delish. Then I went into town. Random, not really, but my pal was leaving work, Laura, and I will miss her dearly. She is a very good pal of mine.
She's not dead, by the way, everyone.
She's left work, is what I said. And then, so I went to the office for a couple of drinks. Jesus Christ. She'll join Winnie. And then went to another place in Dublin, Row Wines, beside Coppinger Row, and equally as delicious as Coppinger Row. Gorgeous cocktails, gorgeous little small bites, and just had a lovely, lovely time. Felt I was in somewhere in Europe on the side of the street.
Were you listening?
On the side of the street. And then, sure, I came over to London. And I went out east with some gal pals, and that was a lovely adventure.
What time did you get to bed?
We won't talk about that.
Nothing good happens after 12, hey?
Nothing good happens after 12, but it takes you half an hour. Well, not half an hour, an hour to get back from east.
Not at that time of night. I was up with Fern Cotton at her festival in Manchester on Saturday, Happy Place Festival. It was very busy, and I was on at like 9 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, why is she giving me such a shit slot? I was like, what the hell am I up here for? Because I was like, who goes to a festival at 9 o'clock? Well, I got there and it was the best slot. I was like, it was absolutely rammed. So the festival's on from 9 till 6 every day.
What is it, a wellness festival?
It's a wellness festival. Oh. It's so nice. There's loads of gorgeous stalls of loads of different shops, and there's yoga classes. There's loads of fitnessy things there, and it was just really nice. I couldn't believe it though, because when I got up there, I was like, rude, like I've come the whole way from Dublin. And then I got there and it was so full, and I met her and her fella, and then I was like, oh my god, I recognise you from the Daily Mail. He was like, oh. I was like, yeah, they're a really hot couple. Have you seen them?
No.
They're a really good looking couple. Both of them. And that's what I did on Saturday. And then I came home. And on the way back, I had the nicest driver. And do you ever go into... You wouldn't, though, because I'm always, like, travelling on a train for work at the moment. Like, lots. So I'm in Marks and Spencer. And their snack game.
Very, very strong snack game. Just like their dips.
Their snack game's amazing.
Yeah.
My go-to at the moment is the chicken fajita chicken strips. The Honduras prawns.
Cold.
There's hummus. I'll get a tub of hummus. I try to only eat half of it. And then there's these crisps. They're these like jalapeno tortilla crisps.
No, they have really, really good crisps. Really good crisps.
They had this overnight oat banoffee overnight oats, and oh my god, it's outrageous. If you haven't been into Marks and Spencer lately,
I think we'd be getting different snacks.
Well, what snacks are you getting from there? I bet you're getting the cheese wrapped in ham.
No, the chips and dip I'd be getting. I've gotten the prawn. Is it the prawn Mary Rose prawn salad thing before?
No, I wouldn't.
I used to get Sammy's there sandwiches when I worked around the corner in Dublin. But they have like, do you not see the sandwiches they have now? The strawberries and cream one.
Supposedly that was meant to be amazing.
It looked good.
I know. I just think, was it on white bread?
Yes.
Yeah, so white bread's sweet.
Is it?
Is it not?
I don't think white bread's sweet. I think it's just really bad for you.
I think there's a lot of things that have been thrown around for being bad for you. I don't think white bread's that bad for you. Pasta's not that bad for you. Pizza's not that fattening if you're getting like a proper wood-fired pizza. Like you can eat kind of everything. I wouldn't say our meal last night
Everything
was too low calorie.
Everything in moderation.
Yeah, 100%. I have an unpopular opinion. Well, I thought it was an unpopular opinion. And if you have any, please keep emailing them into vogueandamberpod@global.com and we will read it out in the pod. So mine I thought was an unpopular opinion and I posted it yesterday. So yesterday I was on day 2 of just being alone with the kids with Spen and just having them just kind of giving out about most things. And I was like, I need 5 minutes. So I just said to Spen, I need to be on my own. And I went and I hid. And I hid for about 20 minutes. I was only meant to be 5 minutes, but I hid for about 20 minutes. And then Spenny came in after 20 minutes and closed the door. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm coming to hide. I was like, we can't both hide. Someone has to
Who's minding the kids?
Someone has to be out there. I'm still hiding. Get out of here. And I posted on my Instagram and I asked if anyone else did that. 99% yes.
Yeah, fair.
You never get that. Some woman was like, I pretend I have a Zoom call. Another one was like, I have a tent at the back of the garden. I go down and read it and eat snacks.
As long as you maybe have a camera keeping them. Mine are a bit like, my unpopular opinions are, you're probably going to disagree with both of these, but I'm thinking in a more general sense that like, you know, well, there's a saying, you know, when someone says, oh, I'm so busy, if you have the time to say you're busy, you're not that busy. I feel like most people aren't actually busy. They're just bad at managing their time. And they're looking for sympathy. So like, just when people are busy doesn't make, and just when people say they're busy doesn't necessarily mean they're being productive either.
I actually do agree with you on that, but also I think it's really cringe. Like sometimes when I do interviews, they're like, "You're so busy, how'd you?" And I'm like, I'm not any busier than anybody else. I think that I probably create more jobs for myself when I'm not actually working, where I'm going around trying to sort out the house and doing all bits and bobs like that when I could just sit and chill.
Totally agree. You create busyness for yourself.
Yeah, I create busyness because I enjoy busyness, but like
even today before we left, I think I might do a clear out this afternoon.
That's my weekly tour. I'm going to wait till the kids go back to school.
Unless that's for my benefit. And then the other one I have,
if you stand downstairs with me, I will give you clothes. I'll do a clear out. I've already started a pile.
Okay, so the other one that I have is that gym culture pretends it's about health, but it's mostly about aesthetics.
Oh, I disagree with you.
For you, it might not be. I think the majority of people who post in their gym selfies and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I don't think there's anything wrong with people enjoying the way they look and feeling confident in how they look and wanting to post about it. Like, look at Spenno. He loves posting about his gym bod. I think that if you put in the work and the effort and like, it is hard. It's hard to find the time sometimes. I went running this morning at 7:30 in the morning, which I probably didn't feel like doing, and we're going to cycle home. That's a bit of exercise, and it's hard trying to slot it in. And if like I do it because it makes me feel good and I like feeling strong, but some people do.
No, I get that, but then there's some people who take like all these like naughty things to beef themselves up even more, and it's more about aesthetics for them.
I mean, if you're doing steroids, I just remember doing a show on bodybuilders. They really had small balls, very small.
How do you even know that?
Because you could see, because they're wearing like nothing on stage. But it's some, yeah, look, Daniel's like small balls. No, Daniel does not have small balls, I think.
No.
I haven't looked at his
Vogue! Jesus!
Because they're in like little tiny kind of knickery things, and that's what it does. That's what steroids do. They make your balls go small. They're really bad if you're trying to have kids and all. Like there's so many, like they give people really bad skin. But people who don't do that, bodybuilders, the dedication they put into that is crazy. Like the women and everything who do it is mad. Remember did you ever know that?
You did do that. Not?
I was in a bodybuilder competition and I was backstage and everybody was like, they were still on, what was it called? Like basically starving themselves, and they weren't drinking any water or anything like that. So they were really dehydrated. I was standing there eating a sandwich from a packet, and I was like, and then I had to get on stage with them like a fucking gobshite. I looked shite. I looked so bad compared to them. Oh my God, I have to show you a picture. Oh, there I am. Stay to me. How embarrassing.
The height of you. I think, okay, maybe I'm wrong. I think it's a fine line between like health. Like you might start going to the gym for health if maybe you're overweight, but then it is about aesthetics because it's obviously about how you look. Do you know what I mean? And I think when you start losing weight, you become addicted to losing weight and how you look.
Yeah, I just think it's like what we were saying in the bonus. I think that like people want to do it for different reasons. I do think that you always feel better if you're doing little bits and bobs of training. It's really good for your head. It's really good for your body. And I think that you'll start feeling yourself like I felt like that on Gladiators. When I did that, I was like, oh my God, I feel old for the first time because it's so intense and it's just not something that I'm used to. And I don't want to feel like that. I just want to feel like I'm able to do stuff.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Oh, did you see there's a new Conjuring out?
I couldn't do that to myself. I
How
could
have they
not
got
do
so,
that to myself.
I'd love to go to the
No,
cinema.
like even with that new one, Weapons, I'm dying to see that. But I've basically done loads of sneak peeks on TikTok, so I wouldn't be so scared if I went to the cinema. But I actually don't think I could sit there and watch it.
What's Weapons?
It's about children, and at like 2:17, they all, like a whole class of children, get up out of their house and leave, and they're running down the street with their arms like this, and they disappear and nobody knows where they go. There's only one kid left in the class, and then they start blaming the teacher. It's really scary.
Oh, so they're all dead?
I didn't say that.
Oh God.
I'm not going to tell you because I looked at the spoilers. But it's like that one Talk to Me, you know, with the embalmed hand. I couldn't watch that because it was just the level of violence in it. I can't watch that type of stuff.
It's like Saw and stuff like that. I don't like watching them because although they're scary, they're just too violent.
Yeah, it's like The Hills of Eyes and Hostel and stuff. I just can't do it to myself.
Hostel's
Even Final
terrible.
Destination, I couldn't do it.
No, I couldn't do that either.
And some
but I
people
will
love
do
that.
The Conjuring because I like getting a fright. What was that? The Haunting of Hill House. If you haven't seen, have you seen The Haunting of Hill House? Yeah,
That terrified me.
So good.
All of his ones were terrifying.
I think The Haunting of Hill House is the best one. It's on Netflix. I think it's still on Netflix. Is it?
Yeah, Mike Flanagan, I think it is.
Oh God, that's a really good one to watch. I've watched that twice, but I could do it again.
Finally started watching Superman last night.
Crap.
But I have to go back to it.
I'm not watching. No.
I loved all the Supermans.
We're trying to do a thing where the kids, because they just like on Sundays, we're like, we'll have a little movie time, and like we're trying to make them watch a movie. Obviously, none of them want to watch the same stuff. And we were watching The Trolls. Not the worst thing to watch, to be fair.
Watching The Trolls. Otto has the Tony box on.
I know. It's so much noise.
It's a lot of, it's a lot.
Did you see Paris Hilton? She basically has set up Christmas for her children. I saw her with...
Oh, I saw that. I thought you were going to talk about her mom, who's absolutely gas.
I don't watch The Real Housewives, so I don't know.
Neither do I. Just see, she was on the Call Her Daddy podcast. Kathy Hilton. She's gas.
Well, I think we do have a lot of love for Paris Hilton on this podcast, but like I saw her put something up and I thought like I always wanted to be a Beckham child because I thought that, that they were so like they're still on a yacht. They've been on a yacht for 3 weeks. I always wanted to be a Beckham child. Not so much Brooklyn, but the other ones. But now I want to be a Paris Hilton child because like she had them out with snowmen and like just having all Christmas decorations and stuff there. And she also bought one of her kids the biggest human-sized Labubu.
That's what her mom was saying on that podcast. Her mom was saying how she puts on a Labubu voice. It's like a baby voice to the dad for some things. I'm hungry.
Oh no. Well, she always but I just think she always does stuff to make her kids have fun.
I think I do. I said it already.
I did watch a show with her, and I was one thing because I am a bit of a neat freak. I was kind of surprised that her house wasn't more organised.
Paris?
She has like something like 20 laptops. She just keeps all her laptops, and she's just got a shitload of laptops just sitting around her house, and she just doesn't want to get rid of them.
That's weird.
How do I know how old my laptop is?
I'll show you. You go into information.
There you go. Because my laptop is it's
But I wouldn't say you've ever had it serviced, have you?
No, I don't even know.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Do that. What you
But laptops are like phones. They're obsolete. They're designed.
I've got a good 6 years out of this. I think that's not
my
bad.
phone is starting to slow down. I don't know why.
Well, you can have my phone because I'm due an upgrade next month. This month, it's September the 1st. We're recording way in advance, everybody, because Amber's over in London and we don't know when we'll get her back because she's scared of it. Whose child would you like to be?
You know, I'm not good at thinking on the spot. Really not good with thinking on the spot.
Come on.
I'm trying to even think of famous people. And I'm just thinking of bad famous people. I don't think Nicole Kidman has a great relationship with her adopted kids anymore. Then
before Nicole.
She has another kid that would keep her urban, does she?
2, I think.
2. Beckham's, I don't know if I'd want to be their kid.
Well, they spent 50 grand on a tree house for their kids before in Buckingham Palace.
No, they do all look like
two-story tree house.
They look like they are, like they do have a good relationship and stuff like that. I don't know. I just wanted, whoever it was, I just wanted to be a loving thing, not where I was just spoiled and stuff like that.
For fuck's sake, will you just play the
I
game?
don't know how to play. I'm not good at playing these games.
Okay, Tom Cruise picked up Surrey in a private jet for a day
No,
out.
I don't want Tom Cruise to be with my dad. He's in that weird fucking religious thing.
Okay, Kim and Kanye.
Kim probably, yeah.
Yeah, Kim. They spent $74,000 on Northwest's first Christmas when she was 6 months old. They bought her a diamond tiara. For 62 grand. So she could be a real princess. And she also got a toy mini SUV, a replica of Kanye's own, for £12,000.
I find all these things just a bit much now.
Katie Price bought her 16-month-old son a Bentley jet.
Did you see that Katie Price's single has gone to number 1?
I did see that. Salma Hayek bought her 8-year-old daughter a $12 million... Oh, maybe a $12 million house. Wow.
Oh my God. I wouldn't say no to that.
I wouldn't have said Salma Hayek to begin with, but to be honest with you, maybe we should go for Salma Hayek. 12. Did Salma Hayek, why do I think she offered to breastfeed someone's kid?
What?
Is that true, Daniel? I don't know where I get my news information, Daniel, so I have to be very careful, allegedly. Did she offer to breastfeed a child?
She breastfed another woman's baby during a 2008 UNICEF trip to Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Yeah. All right. So, for sister cards this week, so if you had to go out and commit a crime today, which one would you commit? I think I'd just rob something small, because then the repercussions wouldn't be that big.
I think I would do some fraud.
Wow, okay.
Well, because you'd make a load of money. Wouldn't you? Can you keep what you steal?
No!
Oh. Well, I'm not going to go murder anyone.
No, obviously not.
A bit of fraud, I think. A bit of white collar crimes.
I'd rob a pack of crisps or something from the local shop.
You wouldn't here though, because I don't have the crisps. What crisps would you get yourself here now?
Probably the proper chips ones, the sriracha.
I would probably go for a giant what's it prawn cocktail.
Those Cheetos were lovely yesterday.
I didn't think they were lovely at all, actually. I thought they were very disappointing.
Okay. If you had to redesign the human body, what features would you add?
Wings.
Oh, I wasn't going to say wings. I was just going to say because of the unpredictable weather, like something like, so it's like a whole rain suit that covers your whole body.
Well, like that's only for people in the UK and Ireland, really. Everyone else is kind of okay with it.
Well, it could also be for heat, extreme heat as well.
I think you'd miss the rain if you didn't have it. Supposedly Rod Stewart, when it rains like once in LA, he goes and stands outside and just stands in the rain because he misses the rain from the UK. Well, that's what I read. Read that yesterday about Rod Stewart. My important.
If she read it, it means it's real. So you do wings. That's probably just to get yourself around the place.
Yeah.
What's the best TV show ever? That's.
I think Sopranos.
I was going to say Sopranos is good. Yeah.
Yeah, Sopranos. I'm still very upset about. And just like that. And I blame.
Well, apparently she's looking to try and bring it back herself, investing some of her own personal money.
Oh, come on,
for
Sarah.
For a mini series, a spin-off. It would have to be one of the old ones, yeah. Sopranos. I actually did love Line of Duty as well.
I never watched that.
Really good.
Oh, Game of Thrones was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
But it's so long. Like, I don't know if I could watch it again.
I always throw it on when it's on the TV.
Really?
Yeah.
Never put it on. I really wouldn't want to live in the Black Castle.
No, some of those
Freezing.
episodes scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, the White Walkers. Oh my God. I might dress. Oh God, we've decided what we're going to be for Halloween. Listeners, Halloween's coming up. It's 2 months away now, in fairness, but it's coming up.
I might dress up as a horse rider with that outfit you gave me.
Yeah, you could do. Spenny has to go to New York for work. I was going to get him to go to one of the fancy dress shops over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember those amazing masks Mom used to bring back from the States for us?
Yeah.
Like, unbelievable masks. Okay, what's your biggest fear?
Dying. Like anyone normal. I feel so sad about it.
About dying.
But then when I think I'm going to die, when I'm on a plane, every time I'm on a plane, I kind of come to terms with it. So although I'm really scared of it, every time I'm in the air, I'm like, it's fine.
You rationalise it. Mine, as always, are probably deeper than yours. Well, yours is
not deep. Death.
Mine would be being a failure or being unhappy.
Oh yeah, I don't want to be unhappy. Okay, what's the most famous person that follows you?
I mean, obviously, I'll just have to say you.
I'm not saying you. I've got one more famous people now.
Or Dermot Bannon, my new best mate.
Well, my favourite comedian in the world follows me.
Jason Manford.
He does too. Kevin Bridges.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a really good one, isn't it? He's really famous as well. Yeah. Everyone wants Kevin Bridges to follow them. I don't want him to hear that in case he unfollows me because he hasn't realised he's following me. But he is like my pinnacle to get on Never Live It Down. When I started Never Live It Down, I was like, if I can get him on the pod, like my life will be made. 11:11, make a wish.
Already.
Make a wish. Okay. Who famous follows you then? Joanne's famous.
How do you see?
Samantha Mumba?
No.
Oh God, that's so embarrassing. She doesn't follow you.
Shut up, Vogue.
Oh my God, you met her.
Shut up.
Okay. When did you realise you were getting old? When I did Gladiators and I thought that I was old and tired and I had to sit in a bum bath.
The bum bath. I think when your values shift, that's when you realise you're getting old. When you're more mindful about you consider kind of repercussions of things or the impact of things, and you just you prioritise different things in life, like saving or being responsible or looking after your mental health or training, looking after your physical health, those types of things. When that shift happens, I think that's when you realise you're
when I was on a run with Sven today, I was like, God, I'm in such a good mood. And he was like, why? I was like, I've had similar bedtimes for like the last 10 days. And I was like, God, that is really pathetic.
When you become more conscious about stuff like that, like having enough sleep, eating properly, you make sure you have like 3 square meals a day or whatever it is. Because some people still don't do that when they get older. You know, people, I'd be very structured and you'd be the same in terms of like wanting to go to bed at a certain time at night, trying to get a certain amount of sleep, getting up at a certain time, making sure you eat, like taking supplements, all that type of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even though people get like older, they don't necessarily do that.
Okay, what's the number one thing you do that wastes your time? I know what yours is.
Scrolling.
Yeah, scrolling for me too.
It's an absolute time zapper.
You have to really but the sad thing is I get excited. I'm like, I'm going to bed, I'm going to scroll and then I'll read my book.
Yeah, I need to pull back.
half-hour scroll while I put on
I need to pull back, definitely.
Oh, it's just so good.
Because it's not good for the old Sally Noggin. It's not. What's the most irritating thing that someone can do?
Irritating. I don't like shouting.
Be condescending or rude.
Best hangover cure?
Sleep. But I can't sleep when I'm hungover, so...
Me neither.
Solpadeine.
Okay. Double Solpadeine. Dior-Lite.
And then actually forcing yourself out to do something.
Yeah, go out and do something and get yourself
like even
into
if it's
bed
raining,
at 7.
Put a peaked hat on, put a rain jacket on it and get out there.
Take that pity party outside. Gotta do it. So there was a thing I saw about 25% of concert goers leave before the encore to catch some extra sleep. And so 20 to 25-year-olds are most likely to leave before the encore, with 39% of Gen Zs prioritising self-care and feeling fresh the next day over seeing the end of a concert. Now, I will always... Millennials, we're millennials, are we?
Yeah.
So millennials will risk a sore head for extra hours on the dance floor. I will always want to leave before the very end just so I don't have to be stuck in crowds.
Yeah, well, that's what we did with Spice
Oasis.
Girls.
And Oasis.
Yeah. And we
But-
still got stuck in the crowds.
I know. Well, not that bad. We got our car home very quickly. Here's some signs, right, that you might be boring. One of your hobbies is watching TV.
Might be boring.
This makes you boring. I don't know. What's your hobby?
My hobby?
Do you have any hobbies? Walking? Mine's walking, reading, and going to the gym. That's pathetic. That is sad, isn't it?
Well, no, I'm taking up hobbies.
Well, they're not included because you haven't taken them up yet. I know you're dying to say paddle, but you haven't even held a paddle racket.
No.
So
That's what I'll do this week. I'll go to Decathlon and get myself a little racket.
Okay, you get excited about your new house gadgets. A vacuum cleaner. Now we were excited when I got that vacuum at Christmas, weren't we? I was. We desperately needed that. It's very expensive. You show people a picture of your kids and expect them to care. No, I don't tend to do that, to be fair.
No.
You talk about the weather. Always.
It's a very important thing, especially like making sure you're kept dry.
Do you ever write bad reviews or letters of complaints, Amber?
No. I write good reviews. And letters of complaint, I do, yes. I did do a while ago when I went to the theatre because it was a really bad experience. Couldn't sit in our seats.
What happened to that about that again?
Nothing. She offered us to go to the matinee the next day, but like that didn't suit.
That's not great.
It was the last day of the show, yeah.
Some people just don't take that kind of stuff well. Like we went to a restaurant and we couldn't eat the food. It was so spicy that it was inedible. Like there was 5 of us at the table. None of us could eat it. And I like spicy food. And like, so basically we hadn't eaten any of the food and the waiter came over and we were just like, it's just a little bit too spicy. And then he said something that wasn't great. And we were just like, it's quite clear that none of us could eat the food.
And it said something that was a bit antagonistic.
And like we weren't asking for our money back or anything like that, but we just like I felt embarrassed that there was so much food on the plates. It was so wasteful. But
that they didn't feel embarrassed or compelled
honestly,
to kind of like. I worked in hospitality. So did you. We worked in hospitality for years. I worked in bars. I worked in restaurants, and you know, just like cash is king, customer is king. And one of the mottos in one of the places was, yes is the answer, what's the question? And if someone is making a complaint, it's based on their experience. And you never want anyone to leave your establishment having a bad experience or something negative to say. So whatever you can do goes a long way.
Yeah. And our bill was like 300 quid or something. And because we'd ordered loads of drinks, we were going out. And the drinks were lovely. And yeah, it was just a really bad experience, a really unfortunate experience because nobody else seemed to have had that experience there. But there was 5 of us at the table and we literally couldn't eat the food. And it was just a shame because I really wanted to like it. I hadn't even had lunch. I was starving and I tried to eat the fire and I couldn't eat the fire.
Oh God.
So sometimes there's good, nice ways of doing it. Do you ever repeat the same stories? Yeah, everyone does that.
Yeah, someone gave out to me for doing that, like repeating the same stories and just was quite mean about it. And I was just like, it's just like basically saying you're just telling the same stories to everyone. And I'm like, and then I realised Mom does it. So like,
everybody does it.
Yeah.
Everyone does that. You talk during a movie. God, I just don't really like watching movies, to be honest with you. It's too much.
The odd time, Theodore was driving me up the wall last night. We were trying to watch Superman. And I've seen this bit. I was like, okay, we get it. You've seen the trailer. But he was intent on continuing to talk about the trailer and not letting us actually hear what was going on screen.
He got Pokemon cards today and I don't know.
He seems to think 2 of them are worth $1 million each. So he's going to buy a house. Yesterday, he was also saying, me, him and Gigi were sitting on the couch because I just read them a book. And he was saying that he's going to marry you.
Marry me.
I was like, hey, you're going to marry me. And he was like, when Dada dies, I'm going to marry Mama. And Gigi was like, that's not very kind.
Like, he does keep telling me he's going to marry me. I'm like,
so cute.
He married Gigi the other day. I was like, don't know about that.
Incest best.
Do you always have to have the last word?
No, not always. I mean, you are compelled.
It's preferable.
If you're in it, yeah, there is. But like sometimes silence is louder. Okay, the Agony Amb. Here we go. Girls, I'll stay anonymous, but I need to tell you about the worst weekend of my life I just had. I went down south to meet my boyfriend's parents for the first time. I really don't think I should be allowed around people anymore. The first thing happened when I went to say hello to his mum. I went for a handshake and she enthusiastically stepped forward for a hug, which meant her tit slid neatly into the palm of my hand.
Oh, God, you held her tit.
Disgusting.
You held his mother's tit.
Then, about 20 minutes later, I went off on one about how I don't understand dog people and how they sort of do my head in. This was followed by 10 minutes of her talking about how she's owned dogs for her whole life, is getting 2 new puppies, and that I shouldn't be so judgmental.
How are you not a dog person? What's wrong with dogs?
Yeah. Then when I went to get my boyfriend's attention, I said, James, come here. My boyfriend's name is Callum and James is my ex. That didn't go down well and he got all pissy. Last one.
I prefer the name James.
They hate me because they live on a farm and I'm vegan. I'm hoping sharing my stories and knowing others might be getting a laugh out of it can help cure my embarrassment. I never want to see them again. Listen, you have to be able to look back on it and have a laugh and just like...
I'd go up and hang out with
it.
the puppies. Go up and hang out with the puppies and you'll be so happy, and don't grab her tit again. Fair
But
enough.
I think I'd own it. I'd be like, listen, I think there's a lot to be said for just like pure kind of honesty and just say, you know, listen, I'm a bit embarrassed about our first meeting. The awkward kind of encounter when I went to shake your hand, me kind of shitting all over puppies. How could I say such a thing? Puppies are gorgeous. And just play it down.
Don't
and just
mention
say,
the name thing though. And don't
mention the name
Don't
thing.
mention being vegan.
No, don't mention the name thing and don't mention the vegan thing, but just say that
Don't
like
mention the vegan thing.
you're a bit mortified about your first encounter and you'd love like, and I'd say that to your partner as well.
Yeah. Grant. Callum is his name. Callum. Okay, we're going to finish on 2025 predictions, okay?
Okay.
Baba Vanga is, she basically knows lots of stuff that happens. So last week, the first of her predictions, disasters tragically unfolded as a powerful 7.7 magnitude quake devastated regions of Thailand and Myanmar, claiming the lives of nearly 2,000 people. So she did predict that. Yeah.
That's awful.
So she said 2025 will be one of the most eventful years in human history. Well, with everything that's going on in the world, you can understand that.
Yeah.
A presidential figure will pass away. Fingers crossed for someone.
I know. I was going to say that and I didn't.
I think everyone thinks that. There's somebody very much in particular that we'd all like to see.
It could be an ex-presidential figure.
Well, this person will be going to jail anyway, even if they don't pass away.
Okay.
But supposedly, did you see that thing with Donald Trump? So everyone was like, Donald Trump's going to die because
his schedule was cleared and everything.
You know, he had this mark on his hand, like Queen Elizabeth had in her hand the day before she died. It's like a black bruise. And then the Pentagon ordered loads of pizzas, and supposedly they order loads of pizzas when they're working all night long because something big is going to happen. What age is Donald Trump? You wouldn't know.
Is he 80?
No, is he 80?
Late 70s.
79.
Wow.
Yeah.
And in fairness to him.
He looks like dog shit.
Yeah, he is.
In fairness to
He
him.
is dog shit. But there's people I'd rather went ahead of him, in fairness. Humans will begin to develop telepathic abilities by 20... I think we're quite telepathic with each other, Amber.
In what sense?
Sometimes just when we want to do the same thing.
Mom thinks she's a little bit telepathic.
A devastating ancient disease is expected to resurface and wreak havoc. The plague is back.
So yeah, well, I think that's already happening.
Yeah, the plague is back. And there's going to be a major war within Europe.
I read an interesting fact yesterday. In the history of the world, only 238 years of that history has there been full peace, global peace.
Well,
all the other years,
everyone's always fighting.
Yeah. Stop fighting.
Stop fighting. 2025 could be the year humanity makes contact with extraterrestrial beings. Well, no, they haven't come. They're meant to come in November.
Well, sorry, excuse me. We didn't talk about me going to the graveyard.
I feel like they might smell like fish. Aliens. Fash. Oh yeah, Amber went.
I went to the graveyard on
in
Saturday.
The Tesla.
So basically, me and my friend, she picked me up. We went down to the pub, had a couple of drinks, and then we were coming back at 8:30. And
still bright though, still bright,
but we went in, and people don't seem to have noticed. So we were doing. I thought like a sign, basically highlighting what speed you're allowed to go to was something. But she spotted something above it, and something appeared, and then it disappeared. it happened.
There was a ghost.
Yeah, it was someone.
Well, I mean, of course, I wouldn't like to think that I'm just walking around a graveyard when I'm dead. Maybe that dead ghost was going to see another dead ghost or something.
Maybe.
I just would rather be doing fun stuff.
I'm just saying, people need to get out there and do the Tesla thing a lot more.
And let us know. I
Yeah.
want to do it. I'm going to wait until it gets dark. I'll do it over Halloween.
But Lynn won't come out after dark. Oh, it'll get dark earlier. Fine. I'll do it when it's dark.
Lynn won't come out after dark.
I just felt safer being there when it was light, to be honest with you.
No, well,
and
we
I don't
have
feel
to-
much different after seeing it. I feel excited and I want to go. I want to become a ghost hunter.
I'd be a bit nervous now about staying in Hoth that knows where you live.
Shut up, Vogue.
Everyone, thank you.
Spencer was trying to say there's like a ghost in the house, and he's like, "Do you not hear it at night? There's someone walking on the roof." I was like, "Spenny, just not interested in
There's
having this
no
conversation."
ghost in that house. I would know. Okay. Everyone, thank you.
Thank you
so
so
much
much
for listening. I will say we need to go on the Dublin Bus Ghost Tour for Halloween. I think that would be hilarious.
That would be
with
fun.
the kids. Thanks so much for listening. Please do keep sending your emails, your unpopular opinions, and anything you want to vogueandamberpod@global.com. We'll read them out. We love them. I met somebody who sent me in an email about, oh my God, about a lesbian affair that she had, but she wasn't a lesbian. I met her at Fern Cotton's book tour, Fern Cotton's festival that I was at the weekend, and she basically sent us in an email to say that she slept with a girl from work.
Yeah.
But she wasn't a lesbian.
Yeah,
And then I met her.
What was she saying?
She was
Is
like,
she
I
with
told
the girl now?
No, she says she's not a lesbian at all. She doesn't know why she did it.
Wow,
I know.
that's quite the act to undertake if you're not that way inclined.
Well, keep sending them in. We absolutely love them. Legends. Thank you so much. And we'll see you for the bonus.
Bye.
Bye.